Hello and welcome to my Let's Play / stream of Star Trek Online. I am the Big B82 and this is part 64 of my TOS era Starfleet Tactical Officer. We're about to undertake another mission in the Delta Quadrant. This one is the Dragon's Deceit, where we're going to go and investigate the Kartella System and find out what the Vaadwaur are up to. So I shout how to get the mission, and then we'll go from there.
We know there's something going on with the Vaadwuar and the Kartella System, but we haven't been able to get any ships close enough to determine what that is. I think you'll have better luck. The area doesn't have a lot of resources, but there's enough Vaadwaur ship traffic in the area to indicate a major base. But they're guarding it so closely that it could have something to do with their sudden jump in power. Given the aggressive nature of the Vaadwuar, getting close enough to investigate without attracting their attention will be difficult. We've made contact with a Hazari bounty hunter in possession of equipment that should allow you to approach and infiltrate their base.
I wish I accept.
Hello. Would
Let's travel here to the Kartella System. Yeah, I would like to thank the new subscribers. Hopefully you're enjoying my content. I appreciate that. Of course, going to continue doing Star Trek until until some big games come out. Cyberpunk, probably I'm going to be doing that. Definitely going to be doing that, playing that game until I platinum it. So the Kartella System, see what the Vaadwaur are up to. We have arrived in the outskirts of the Kartella System. Our orders are to rendezvous with Admiral Tuvok, who will give us any further instructions. The USS Voyager.
Greetings. It is agreeable to work with you again. The Vaadwaur have greatly expanded their reach since Voyager first encountered them. Their military capabilities have developed at a rate that Starfleet Command finds troubling. An additional concern is that some leaders of the Vaadwaur supremacy have developed unusual physical characteristics. These individuals exhibit strength and resilience far beyond the norm for their species. The crew of the Lleiset has shared their data of your previous encounter with one of the enhanced Vaadwaur with the Alliance. We have used it to devise several modifications to our weapons that may counteract their ability to reflect a portion of energy directed at them. I have provided the specifications to your crew, and they have already made the modifications to your weapons. However, these modifications are untested. It is unclear how much effect they will have.
Do we know why these Vaadwaur are different?
Not yet. But we have found a location that may have the answers we seek. Officially, Kartella is a defunct mining colony. However, intercepted messages indicate that the lower levels of the facility are being used by Supremacy leadership for an unknown purpose. Your mission will be to covertly enter the base and gather intelligence on the Vaadwaur. We have made arrangements with Yadren to provide you with equipment you will need to approach the system safely.
Coordinates received, Admiral.
The Hazari will provide a modified holo-emitter that should allow you to approach the planet. Holotechnology is unfamiliar to the Vaadwaur.
If you don't want to blow this whole deal, help me with these Vaadwaur!
Vaadwaur. Easily solved.
Thanks for the help, but don't expect a discount. I wouldn't have been in that mess if I hadn't been waiting here for you. I picked up this device called a hollow emitter from a big-eared fellow named Quinn. It's programmed to replicate the appearance of a Vaadwuar freighter. I don't know the specifics of this technology, but it works and I'm delivering it. That completes my contract.
Why can't I just use my own hollow emitters?
Quinn says this one has a few upgrades that aren't technically legal in the Alpha Quadrant. You're trying to run a con on the Vaadwuar. You should use the right tools for the job.
If the hollow emitter works, why were the Vaadwuar attacking you?
It was my own fault. I should have activated it before I entered the system. But hooking it into our power supply was more complicated than Quinn said it would be. Alpha Quadrant tech has too many redundancies. Backups for your backups, and none of it matters because emergency power always fails in an emergency. Good luck. I'll wait here in case you make it back.
Thank you, Adrian. We'll be back soon.
Voyager will remain here with the Yadren. With your permission, I will beam over to your ship in order to coordinate the mission.
Permission granted, Admiral.
We have arrived at Kartella Prime. Your engineers have installed the hollow emitter, and it is ready to activate at your command. We will need to infiltrate both automated and manual detection measures before we can reach transporter range of the planet.
Activate the hollow.
Our first task is to bypass the automated security perimeter.
So the hologram won't fool even the most curious scan. One, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21.
Excellent. Next, we will be challenged by orbital traffic control. Remember that the Vaadwuar are an aggressive species.
That's the first time I've got that right.
Unidentified vessel. Your transponder may be malfunctioning. Please transmit your ship designation and flight plan.
We're having difficulties with our comms. We need to...
You're cleared for docking, sir.
Now we must avoid detection from the Vaadwuar ships. The hollow emitter will be essential.
So power to the hollow emitter fluctuate. I'm not sure how long it can keep on. I can keep it online. Increased power going to the secondaries. Hollow emitter is losing power, Captain. We need a new conduction called jamming of Vaadwuar sensors, but we'll know too soon if we keep debris in the area.
This should be sufficient to repair the hollow emitter.
I was able to find something that will replace the induction cord, so hollow emitter is fully functional. Well done, Scavin. Using your 23rd century ingenuity there, mate.
The tunnels beneath the planet are protected by a subspace scattering field that our transporters cannot penetrate. I have found a safe location at the edge of this field, but once you beam down, you will need to make your way through the tunnels to the base itself.
I'm ready for transport. Loading screens. God, I love loading screens. I love loading screens. I love loading screens. They're so much fun.
You are just outside of the Vaadwaur security perimeter. I have accessed their internal sensors, so I will provide you with tactical assistance throughout your mission. Be wary. There is a Vaadwaur patrol just ahead in the passage that crosses yours. Nearby, you should see a console. Use it to override the blast doors and trap the patrol.
Use the console to activate the blast doors. Got it.
Be sure that the patrol is in the correct position before you activate the console, or this will fail. Logs at the facility indicate it is in poor repair and has suffered several mechanical mishaps. Use this to your advantage. Acts of sabotage that simulate equipment failures should not arouse suspicion.
Acknowledged. Yeah, grappling hook.
I am detecting a Vaadwaur patrol ahead. Maintain your position until they pass. That should keep the patrol occupied. I am detecting another group of Vaadwaur ahead. Access the security camera from the console nearby.
Security cameras. Gotta love them.
If you overload that data tower, the Vaadwaur patrol will investigate. Program the door to seal them in.
Okie dokie.
Alert. Conduit malfunction on level 2, section beta. Engineering teams respond immediately.
Excellent. Proceed cautiously.
More cautious.
There is a large drop ahead on your right. You will need a grapple gun to cross it. You will need to incapacitate all of the Vaadwaur ahead. Insert the anesthetine gas canister I provided you in the environmental control console and alter the air composition.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna knock him out.
Alert. Environmental control malfunction on level 2, section Delta 3. Engineering and medical teams, please respond.
There is a large drop ahead. You will have to rappel down.
Oh, great. Now that's where it starts getting buggy. God. We might be lucky.
You need to traverse this cavern without the Vaadwaur seeing you and raising the alarm. To do so, you will need to use your grapple gun, as well as take advantage of anything in the environment.
I'm a tactical officer.
First, you will need to reach the support platform. Shoot a grapple across and then zipline down. Sneak up behind that guard and incapacitate him.
What do you mean shoot him?
To advance further through the cave, you will need to disable the proximity sensors. That console should allow you to do so. Now, zipline to that outcropping. In order to exit this cavern without detection, you will need a distraction. We will need to move the Vaadwaur guards below and ahead of you, away from the next support structure. The rocks near you are unstable. Try to trigger a collapse.
Acknowledged.
The way is clear for you to grapple to the next support structure.
I'm a bit worried there. I thought you fucking falling down to me diff.
Make your way across the ledges to the outcropping near the next support structure.
I really thought I was going to die there. That's a bit concerning. That way. Boom.
Grapple to the next support structure. Approach the guard and disable him. There are more guards at the other platform.
Cool.
Use your tricorder to reprogram the anti-personnel turrets near them to attack the Vaadwaur targets.
Using their own weapons against them. A good plan. Very Borg of you. Yeah.
Attention. Malfunctioning turrets on Level 4, Section Beta 2. Security and engineering teams, report immediately to Level 4.
The walkway is offline. You will need to grapple across the gap. They are aware of your actions. You cannot delay. Sensors are reading something large blocking your route through the cavern. Activate the crane with the nearby controls to move
it. The grappling gun is
Not much further. There is another grapple ahead.
If you notice it, you can hear it. It has bugged. Not too surprised.
There should be a place where you can drop down just ahead of your current position. Now slip quietly out of the cavern before the Vaadwaur see you.
Excellent.
I am detecting some unusual signals coming from below this area. You must reach the bottom of the caverns. I recommend you overload a console to create a diversion, and then trap the Vaadwaur guarding the area in a force field.
Acknowledged.
Intruder alert! Commander Gallic, please respond.
An intruder? I'll handle this.
You'll try.
Finally! Gallic? You will pay for killing Gallic!
What?
What was that thing?
Your mum?
You saved my life. I don't know why, but I am grateful. What was that thing? It crawled out of the commander. Was it controlling him?
I think so, yes. Have you ever seen anything like that before?
Never. It's some kind of parasite, isn't it? What do you know?
There are Starfleet records of creatures like this from the mid-2360s. Their neural parasites appear to retain some of the host memories while also increasing the body's strength and resilience. When one takes over though, the person in the host is gone forever. That's not true.
Do you believe other members of the Vaadwuar are infected by these beasts? Could all of our leaders be contaminated?
That's not actually true because some of the admirals recovered after Captain Picard and Commander Riker killed the host creature, the main creature, so it's not exactly true. The host isn't lost forever. Yes, and these tunnels may hold information that will help us defeat them.
I know my duty. I cannot allow you to wander freely through our compound, but I can't ignore this either. A temporary truce then. I will accompany you, and if what you say is true, I must know how many of my people have been taken.
Agreed. Follow me.
I think it went down that passage over there. It went down one of the cracks in the rock. We'll have to deactivate that force field to pursue it.
Follow me now, Okey-doke.
It appears the creature has already left the area. I would recommend you scan the area with your tricorder. Perhaps it left a hormonal trace you can follow.
Of course, I've got a 23rd century tricorder, haven't
I didn't know these caves were so extensive. Only the highest leadership is allowed down here.
How did the Vaadwaur come into contact with the parasites in the first place? It has been many years since Starfleet encountered them.
I wonder how many of our leaders have been infected. Surely Gallic can't be the only one.
Based on Starfleet's previous encounters with the parasites, you should be extremely cautious. The creatures show remarkable cunning.
Give me an enemy I can confront face to face. This deception's sickened.
They are insidious. These creatures nearly ended the Federation. Although we have had our differences with the Vaadwuar, the Federation do not wish to see any species enslaved.
This area has always been off limits. I expected some kind of hive. But this is just a storage room. I see some of our stasis modules, which means there are soldiers who have not been rewoken. But the rest of this? Just supplies. There's nothing here that will prove what you claim. Perhaps this infection was limited to just one man.
I wouldn't be so sure. Let's look at those canisters.
What was that thing?
Wait, did you hear something?
Ah, I see you've met my little friends. They want to get to know you better.
What are you? How far has this infestation spread?
You have such a small mind. The joining will help. You will see everything we can be once we are brothers under the skin. You think you are best in me? Mere mortals. Pathetic. We will rise again, and you will know our true might.
This ends now. I cannot allow you to spread this infestation.
The hell? You're one ugly motherfucker. Oh, the bigger they are.
The Vaadwuar are alerted to your presence. You must leave the facility. But the subspace scattering field is still in effect. Find the controls and disable them.
I'll disable the scattering field.
Find the controls to the subspace scattering field and disable them.
Okay, Eldex, what do you got to say for
Although
yourself?
you have helped the Vaadwar people today, do not believe this makes us friends, or even allies.
Will you come with us?
No, I must remain with my people. Perhaps I will discover more of what's really happening here.
Farewell, Dex.
Your activities on the surface have alerted the Vaadwaur to your presence. They are beginning to inspect the starships in orbit. I would recommend returning to the ship immediately.
One to beam up.
The information you discovered in the base is troubling. While Starfleet knew the neuroparasites found on Earth sent a signal to deep space before they were destroyed, we never knew the destination of that signal. It very well may have been the Delta Quadrant. However, contemplating the ramifications of parasites among the Vaadwuar ranks must wait. The fleet protecting this planet has been alerted to our presence. It is only a matter of time before this vessel is discovered.
Set course for the edge of the system. So we're being held by the Vaadwaur on screen.
Unidentified vessel. Your transponder codes are invalid. Security vessels are on their way. Please hold position and prepare to be boarded.
One moment.
There is only a 0.008% chance that this ship will survive a direct confrontation. One last act of sabotage may be what is required. I propose we swap transponder codes with another vessel. Given the aggressiveness of the Vaadwaur, there is a 68.4% chance they will turn on one another. We can escape in the confusion.
Setting course for the Vaadwaur ships. Actually, hold on a malfunction, but we were almost discovered.
But it did work. Contract complete.
Until next time, Nintron.
Excellent work. Now that we know at least some of the Vaadwaur have been taken over by the neuroparasites, we can form an appropriate plan of action. The one Vaadwaur who helped you, Commander Eldex, may be of assistance. It was clear that he was not aware of the corruption. With your permission, I will return to Voyager. There is much still to do before we will see the end of the Vaadwaur threat.
Permission granted, Admiral. Where is fucking Voyager? Oh, down there. Come here.
Thank you again. Live long and prosper.
Peace and long life, Admiral. Captain, I think it's time to get out of here. Depart the system. And with that, read how command. The essence of the neuroparasite certainly explains the unusual physical abilities of the Vaadwaur, and perhaps their rapid return to prominence in the sector. You managed to take out 2 of their overseers, but I expect that more of their leadership has been affected. Perhaps this Commander Eldex can persuade more of his people to rebel against the infected Vaadwaur from within, but until then we need to muster our allies prepared to deal with this threat. We're not facing the Vaadwaur anymore. Not just facing the Vaadwaur anymore.
Hello. Would you have time to look into something?
So, when we return in part 65, we shall be doing the next mission in the Delta Quadrant, which is Alliances, which is not here yet, but it's there. Actually, it's there. It's there. That's a TFO. So we'll skip the TFO. I'll accept the TFO and skip it. When we'll be back, we'll be doing Alliances. So thank you very much for watching. I'm the Big B82. Please subscribe.
We've tracked the bluegills to a hive complex.
Yeah, accept that. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in part 65. Oh yeah, please subscribe, comment, and also like the live stream. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.